Across North America, studies show that over 80% of new real estate agents quit in their first year. Some reports say nearly 87% quit within 5 years. That's straight from the close from Tom Ferry. That's almost 9 out of 10 people who set out on this path. Motivated, ambitious, willing to put in the work, gone before they ever build momentum. And here's the thing, it's not always because they don't have the skills or they aren't trying. For many, the real reason is self-sabotage. It shows up quietly in ways like second-guessing yourself after every rejection, avoiding visibility because you're afraid of standing out, playing small, telling yourself, maybe I'm just not cut out for this. What's sneaky about self-sabotage is that it feels logical in the moment. You tell yourself you'll wait until you're more prepared, or that you'll focus on marketing later. But underneath those rationalizations is fear. Fear of rejection, fear of exposure, fear of failure. And the more you listen to those fears, the more you start to disappear. In a fast-paced city market with fierce competition and endless pressure, these patterns don't just slow you down, they can be the difference between becoming part of that 87% or breaking through it. And if this is already striking a chord, I want you to grab something right away. Drop the word playbook in the comments below, and I'll send you my free Stop Self-Sabotage Playbook. It's a guide that helps you see the hidden ways you might be holding yourself back and gives you practical tools to start breaking those patterns today. My name's Alan Columbus, and I've sold over $250 million in real estate in one of the fastest paced, most competitive markets in North America. I'm also the author of the online course, Realigned Agent Roadmap, built for newer agents in major city markets who've worked hard, invested a lot, but still feel stuck and inconsistent. But here's the thing, it wasn't scripts or hacks that got me here. When I first started, I was drowning in the same tactics you've probably known all too well. The cold calling, open houses, endless social media posting, chasing online leads. Some of it worked briefly, but most of it felt like spinning my wheels. The turning point wasn't learning a better script. It was learning how to regulate my mindset, manage my emotions, and align my strategies to who I really am. I had to learn to take rejection without letting it crush me, build trust with clients in a way that feels authentic and not robotic, recognize when I was sabotaging myself and pulling back and avoiding visibility, and create systems that matched my energy and strengths, not someone else's template. Once I figured that out, that's when I stopped surviving and started building something real. One of the most crucial things I learned was the importance of nervous system regulation. If your body is in fight, flight, or freeze, no amount of scripts or strategies will save you. You can't connect with people authentically if you're internally flooded. Regulating your nervous system, learning how to ground yourself when things feel overwhelming, is what allows you to show up calm, confident, and consistent. Here are the methods I developed along the way. Pattern tracking. I didn't just track my numbers, I tracked my emotions. After every open house, every cold call session, every social media push, I asked myself, did this energize me or drain me? Every time I started to see patterns, when I pulled back, when I hesitated, when I let doubt make decisions for me, this is where I spotted my self-sabotage triggers. Testing instead of mimicking. Early on, I wasted energy trying to copy what top producers were doing. But here's the truth. What works for them won't always work for you. I started testing my own experiments. Different ways to follow up, different content styles, different approaches to conversations. Some failed, but every failure taught me something about what fit me. And that made the wins sustainable. Authenticity over scripts. At first, I learned on scripts because that's what I was taught. But clients can feel when you're not being real. The moment I dropped the script and started talking like myself, I saw trust build faster. People want to work with someone human, not a salesperson reading lines. Resilience practices. Rejection is inevitable in this business. The difference isn't whether you get rejected, it's how quickly you recover. And I created personal resets. Journaling, reflection, even simple grounding routines to clear the sting and move on. That's what stopped one bad call from ruining my day. Alignment over scatter. Instead of exhausting myself by trying every tactic, I focused only on the ones that aligned with my personality and my market. That's when consistency stopped feeling like the grind and joy returned to my work. And if you're listening to this and thinking, this is me, I keep sabotaging my own consistency, don't wait. Comment playbook below and I'll send you the Stop Self-Sabotage playbook. It'll help you uncover your own triggers and give you practical ways to shift them so you can finally build momentum. This isn't just my opinion. The data is clear. Forbes reported 72% of entrepreneurs are directly or indirectly affected by mental health issues, compared to just 48% of non-entrepreneurs. Business Insider noted, studies show increased stress and depression in entrepreneurs and their families. This emotional roller coaster is associated with big risks but big rewards. And clinical research shows entrepreneurs score higher than average on persistence and creativity, but also show elevated rates of anxiety, depression, and ADHD symptoms. That's why it's not weakness when you feel anxious, scattered, or burnt out. It's the reality of being in a high-pressure field like real estate. The problem is, most training programs pretend it's just about working harder, when in reality, it's about learning to manage your inner world as much as your outer tactics. This is where attachment theory changed everything for me. John Bowlby's work, and later, Mary Ainsworth's strange situation experiments, showed how early relationships shape the way we respond to trust, rejection, and closeness. Decades later, research shows these same patterns carry into adulthood, into relationships, leadership, and yes, into business. One line that stuck with me: a person's attachment status is a fundamental determinant of their relationships, and this is reflected in the way they feel about themselves and others. Here's how it shows up in real estate. Anxious attachment might make you chase every lead desperately, then crumble when somebody ghosts you. Sound familiar? Avoidant attachment might keep you from following up because you fear rejection or judgment. Secure attachment helps you show up consistently, take risks, recover from rejection, and build authentic client relationships. When I understood my attachment patterns, I finally saw why I sabotaged myself in certain situations. And when I worked on shifting them, my business, my confidence completely changed. I know what it feels like when you've tried everything: posting, calling, hosting open houses, and nothing sticks. It's discouraging, and sometimes you feel invisible. But invisibility isn't your identity. It's a signal that you're misaligned. You're forcing tactics that don't fit you, carrying doubt you haven't learned to regulate, and repeating cycles that drain your energy. I've been there, and I know how heavy it feels, but I also know how things can change when you align your psychology with your strategy. That's when you stop spinning and you start attracting. That's when consistency feels natural, not forced. That's when real estate stops being survival and starts being a career you can build on. And before you quit, before you burn out, start by looking inward. That's why I created the Stop Self-Sabotage playbook. It's free, it's simple, and it might be the exact reset you've been looking for. So if this video resonated with you, comment playbook below and I'll send it to you for free. Because you don't have to be another statistic. You don't have to join the 87% who quit. You can shift your patterns, realign your strategies, and build a business that finally feels like yours. Here's what I'll leave you with. Real estate success isn't about scripts, hustle culture, or outworking everyone else. It's about alignment. It's about knowing your patterns, regulating your nervous system, and choosing strategies that actually fit who you are. That's how you stop sabotaging yourself. That's how you build consistency, and that's how you create a career that lasts. So comment playbook below to get started. I can't wait to see your shift.